it's an absolutely phenomenal turnout. Really bringing lots of countries together, lots of international organisations to have some fun, make some connections, and really get to know each other a little bit better in an informal setting, which makes such a difference when it comes to the formal work. It's about collaboration, it's about bringing people together in an informal setting, so when they're in a formal setting, they just have that little bit more familiarity. Whether it's football, whether it's the arts, whether it's culture, it's really important to breed familiarity, appreciation between cultures, yeah? And I think the more we understand each other's cultures, the better we can communicate together.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are joined by a very, very distinguished guest. Our today's distinguished guest is James Goldman, the Deputy High Commissioner of British High Commission. James Goldman, thank you very much for being with us. First of all, I would like to know your valuable comment regarding this football fest. How do you feel joining this football fest 2025?
Well, we're just fantastic to take part. Congratulations to the organisers, MOFA in particular, and everyone who's brought us together. As you can see, it's an absolutely phenomenal turnout. Really bringing lots of countries together, lots of international organisations to have some fun, make some connections, and really get to know each other a little bit better in an informal setting, which makes such a difference when it comes to the formal work. It's that thing. If you know people a little bit more, you've had those small chit chats playing football, you've had that camaraderie. You just work so much easier. It's so much easier when you have to do the formal negotiations or diplomacy, whatever it is. A bit of familiarity really helps start the conversation.
As you are representing the UK High Commission today, so what is the history of your country in this ground, in football history? Just a little bit we'd like to know.
The UK have a long football history, as you know. I think probably we have had less successes in the last few years, but we've had a long history of football. Football is, as we always say, football is coming home every time there's a tournament, because we are the birthplace of football, and we're hoping that football will come home over this diplomatic tournament over the next 2 days.
What is the main objective, do you think, of organizing this Football Fest 2025?
Well, firstly, I'd say congratulations to the organisers. I think the MOFA, so the Bangladeshi Ministry, have done an amazing job in bringing everyone together and everyone involved. I think for us the main objective is it's to bring different communities together, to make connections, having some fun, hopefully not getting injured. I saw there was nearly an injury in the game over there. Oh, there goes the ball as well. And it's about giving people the opportunity to get to know each other a bit better across the diplomatic community with our counterparts, and that that has a professional angle as well, because the better you know each other, you have those connections, the more likely you are to maybe collaborate, work together. And I think that's a really important part of events like this. It's about collaboration, it's about bringing people together in an informal setting, so when they're in a formal setting, they just have that little bit more familiarity.
If you had the opportunity to play here, would you play?
I'm not sure that Dhaka is yet ready for my football skills, which are at the low end, I would say, of the skills spectrum. But we have an excellent team playing. We have about 15 players, so a lot of enthusiasm from the UK side. I should say everyone playing for the UK side is working in the High Commission, and we're really looking forward to taking part today.
Okay, so finally, how can a sport like football continue strengthening diplomatic relations between countries? Among the nations.
Yeah, look. So I think whether it's football, whether it's the arts, whether it's culture, it's really important to breed familiarity, appreciation between cultures. Yeah, and I think the more we understand each other's cultures, the better we can communicate together. Because sometimes the biggest risk is that we're talking cross purposes, so it's about creating those links, creating that understanding, building those connections, and then from that it's many things come from these people to people links, whether it's business opportunities, study opportunities, sports, culture, collaboration, to make things that are better for all the nations here. So it's all about, I think, creating value, creating cultural connections, understanding, to work towards and enable us to work towards things that are common good for both nations.